Hi everybody, it's Mickey. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about this new Claude 3 AI model, which just came out a few days ago, and I'm going to run it through some simple math tests to see if it can get it right, and then compare it to ChatGPT and Google Gemini, see who does the best in this simple math equation. So let's get started. I'm just going to go to the box here. Again, I like the new layout of Claude. I reviewed this a few months ago. I thought it was very slick. So that was Claude, I think, 1. This is now Claude 3. We'll get into more about what Claude offers in a few minutes, but let's get right to what you're wanting to see. If Claude can solve the equation. So I picked this up from a forum. This is just a simple multiplication. 45 times 71 times 7 times 78,075 times 23 times 82 times 1. And we're going to use Claude 3 Sonnet for this. Let's give it a go. And let's see what it comes up with. So wow, that's very quick. Got right after it, and it's come up with the answer of 33,000, or, well, no, not 33,000, but you can see there's our number there. Now, let's go to ChatGPT and ask it the same question. So the exact same question. All I did was cut and paste, and let's see what it comes up with. It comes up with a big number here at the end, 550. This comes up with 650. That's kind of strange. Let's go to Google Gemini. Let's see what Google's got going on now. This is Gemini Advanced. In my previous video, I said I would be using this for a few months. And the answer is, okay, 3321. And that seems to jive with what yeah, you could see that is basically this. That's the same number that ChatGPT came up with, but Claude AI here, yeah, we are off, people. 33214. What happened here? 33212 should be 214, and then then it's got all sorts of problems here. So yeah, this Claude, the new Claude model, did not do this right. Let's go to the calculator here. 1 second. Okay, so here's our number. I'm just gonna do the math on this. So 45 star 71 star 7 star 78745 star 23 star 82 star 1. Oop, we got a big old number there. I'm just gonna format this, and yeah, as you can see, we got that number there. So if I add in Claude, I'm gonna just do this. Okay, that's our Claude. Okay, now I'm just gonna type in our Chat GPT. Okay, now I'm just gonna paste in our Gemini. And once again, we're having a formatting situation. Okay, so as you can see, ChatGPT, Gemini, both came up with the same result, which is the right answer. Claude, no, completely failed on that front. I don't know why, but let's see if we can figure out what happened and where it happened. Okay, so back on the Claude screen, I looked up some of the math numbers. I mean, this one's okay. This one adds up, but this one right here, it failed on this math test right here. So it multiplying 22,365 by 78,745, it came up with the wrong answer, and obviously from there it all goes to hell. So in this regard, let me see if I just type in Let's see if we just isolate this, it should get it right. 78, 745. Please. Okay, so Claude did the math there, just isolating these two numbers, and it came up with, I don't know what all this is, but anyway, it came up with 1,760,099.075. If we go to our Excel and paste these numbers in, I'm first going to copy this and put it into our Excel. Okay, we just pasted that number into our Excel. I'm just going to type this in Claude, and let's see what the real number is. So if I do this, this is the 22,365 times 787.45, which is what we want. And there's our actual number. And I'm just going to format it, and you can see, yeah, it can't do the simple math. That is, okay, but you say, Mick, I mean, you're not using asterisks, so just use asterisks and see if Claude 3 can come up with the right number. So let's give it a go here, and now we got our number using asterisks, not X's. Let's compare this to the actual result. And if I go back to our Excel spreadsheet and I paste this in, let's see if we get the right number. I'm just going to format this. Unbelievable, and we don't. So Claude 3 using asterisks still comes up with the wrong number. That is fascinating. This model is having some problems somewhere just with simple math. So you could make the case, firstly, that, hey, you were using X's, which, you know, I was, and that was throwing off Claude 3. But now I went to asterisks, and it still failed. So obviously they need to do some work on this to get that right. But if I'm part of the Claude 3 team, I'm disappointed that it could not solve this simple math equation. Okay, so let's look a little deeper into Claude 3. As I mentioned, it came out a few days ago, just on March 4th, which is Monday. And again, this is Claude 3 is built by Anthropic. I think Apple has some investment in that. I could be wrong on that. You know, they came out with some fancy graphs here. There's 3 different levels of Claude 3. There's the Haiku version, the Sonnet version, and the Opus version. The Sonnet is the one we just used. And if we go down here to the bottom, we can learn a little bit more about those 3 models. So here's Opus is our most intelligent model. This is their highest level, costs $15. We're not going to get into the whole token input output right now, but that does come with a cost. Then it's the Sonnet, which is the mid-level. Strikes an ideal balance between intelligence and speed, particularly for enterprise workloads, strong performance, and it talks about its potential uses, data processing, sales, time-saving tasks. And then the lowest version is Haiku, the fastest, most compact model, and this is for things like customer interaction, content moderation, cost-saving tasks. Now if we go back up here, we see we saw the graph, and now we got some fancy benchmarks. They love breaking these out. So this is Claude 3, their versions against the leaders in the field, if you will, ChatGPT and then Gemini. The only thing I will say on these, and they give you different categories, how they performed. I guess I come out with, okay, ChatGPT came out when? ChatGPT 4 came out when? Like March of last year. Gemini Ultra did just come out, but this is 1.0. This is not 1.5. So they're not necessarily fudging the numbers. They're comparing Claude 3 against the lesser versions of ChatGPT and Gemini. But, still, as you can see, Claude 3 does pretty well in general, even though it failed our simple math equation. You do get near instant results. I did use Claude previously, and I do think it is a pretty sleek AI model. I do like the interface. And again, some more benchmark comparisons. Fewer refusals. So this is when you type in a prompt and it says, sorry, I'm not going to do that. You can see Claude 3 models show a more nuanced understanding of requests, recognize real harm, and refuse to answer harmless prompts much less often. So you can see Claude 2.1 refused on harmless prompts over 20%. Claude 3 does a lot better job of figuring things out, improved accuracy as well. So lots to dive into and unpack here. Again, here's some of the cost structure. And so if you go here to Anthropic's Twitter page, today we're introducing Claude Pro, our new plan on Claude AI, offering 5 times more usage. And guess what? Again, it's $20, same as ChatGPT Plus and Gemini Advanced. So I think we've pretty much figured out the base cost for all these AI models is going to run you $20 a month. So if we wanted to go into a little more detail as far as the pricing structure of Philip Schmid of Hugging Face, offered this comparison of Claude 3 versus GPT-4, and down here you can see that the Opus version, the highest version of Claude 3, you can see it's 50% cheaper as far as input tokens go, but for output tokens, it's 25% more expensive than GPT-4. So take that into consideration when developing and using Claude 3. So that's it for this little video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give a thumbs up and please subscribe for more AI content. And in the comments, if you also find some math inaccuracies using Claude 3 or using ChatGPT or Gemini, please post them down below. Thanks for watching and have a good day.